What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, and the only place to be is D Glizzy. Catch my steez. If you guys are new, please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, all that good stuff. Giving you guys a different view. Y'all see my room, you know what I'm saying? Got all my clothes in the back, shoes at the top, hats over there. But yeah, it's besides the point. Anyways, today's video we're gonna talk about a little experience that happened to me at the dealership. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Alrighty, so this past weekend, my friend and I, we went to Las Vegas Auto Gallery. And at this dealership, they have Porsche GT3s, Lamborghini Urises, Huracans, Ferrari 488s, Bentley Bentegas, all the high-end cars. So my friend and I were probably there for about 20 minutes, like just looking at all the cars. And you know, the main reason why we went up there is to look at our dream cars. Because shoot, I mean, who wouldn't want to drive a Lamborghini? Who wouldn't want to drive a 488 Ferrari? Who wouldn't want to drive an Aston Martin? You know, all these high class cars. So my friend and I were probably there for about maybe 15 to 20 minutes, and we finally go into the dealership and we look at all the Ferraris and all that good stuff. So nobody really said anything to us, but then this gentleman, he comes up from his desk and he's like, hey, can I help you guys out with anything? Excuse me. And he was like, no. Well, I said no, we're not looking to buy today, but I do have some questions for you if you're willing to answer. And he's like, okay. So I asked him, what do people usually do to afford cars like this? And he just kind of like shrugged his shoulders. He was like, and then he was like, well, what they do doesn't really have anything to do with what they're going to buy. And in my head, I'm thinking, well, it kind of does, because just because they do this job, that doesn't mean they can get this car. You know what I'm saying? So it was just super awkward, and I could kind of tell that he didn't really want to give, some more information that I was looking for. So I was just like, okay. And then like right after that, he was like, yeah, it's mostly people who are in business, professionals. I was like, so, but the way that he said it was very subtle, and he was kind of sending a shot almost, because I'm 6'2", African American male, ripped jeans, shirt, hat, what I'm saying, with some sneakers on. And this dude's probably assuming that, I mean, for myself and for my friend, that we're not professionals, or that we don't know anything about these cars. But definitely the opposite, for sure. But let's go ahead and talk about like what I think about this whole situation that had transpired. Alrighty, so knowing what you guys know now as far as what was said and what happened, I feel like you shouldn't be discouraged to go, especially since I'm talking about cars specifically. You shouldn't be afraid to go look at a car that you really want, even though that you don't have the money for it. I feel like you should be able to, sit in the car that you want and, put your hands on the steering wheel, possibly test drive the car, so you get a feel for a car, and you manifest that, one day you're going to have it, but, the time just isn't now. Because imagine going into a dealership with money to spend and the car that you want, and then having that same interaction that I did, with that salesman. I'm more than positive that you probably wouldn't buy from that person. I feel that if you're gonna buy a car from someone at a dealership, like, I mean, you can't. It's not like, it's not all the time where you're gonna run into someone who's just as passionate about the car, who knows about the car, and stuff like that. But you just want to try to deal with people who are genuine with their intentions and are looking to help people. But for the most part, you go to a dealership trying to buy a car, it's a salesman, he's just trying to make his money, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, yeah, just don't be afraid to go to these dealerships and to, like, look at these cars and all that stuff. Who cares if you don't have the money to buy it right now? You could always get it later, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's another point that I'd like to make, is that it's funny. I think it's real funny especially that gentleman, he was kind of arrogant and kind of ignorant. But it's like, if when you really think about it, at a dealership like that, it's like those people aren't driving like Lamborghinis and Ferraris and all that. They probably like have like a little C-class Mercedes Benz or a freaking unreliable Maserati or something. So it's just hilarious when someone is a salesman for like a McLaren or Ferrari, but they drive like a Maserati or a Benz or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And they want to be rude and disrespectful to you. Like, damn, like you can't even afford this car, but here I am with this money in my pocket. I'll buy it right now. Like, don't disrespect me, bro. But that's just me. That's just what I think. But that's all I got for y'all. So, moral of the story, don't be afraid to go after these cars that you want. Because obviously, my channel is all about cars. I love cars. I love every car. So yeah, man. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below if you ever had a similar experience. And also comment down below what your dream car is. I'd like to know what your guys' dream car is. But it's been D Glizzy. Stay the course, stay blessed. Stay tuned for the content to come. Hellcat on the way, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.